Hello everyone, welcome to session 3 of QA training. In this session, we are learning understanding testing, necessity of testing. The method of testing initially was debugging, and in this debugging, basically the developers would break down the code to find the holes or gaps in it, and there was no separate testing team to test the application. The main problem with this technique was it was difficult for the development team member to find the errors in his own piece of code. Later on, a clear distinction was made between debugging and the software testing. Debugging is nothing but which is used to identify and eliminate the bugs in the code, whereas software testing is actually testing the software in the real world settings. Testing is a quality control activity. Testing includes a range of activities that form an integral part of every stage of software life cycle. The main objective of testing is to discover the defects, and also other objectives include prevent the defects and to gain the confidence about the level of quality of the application. Testing is an iterative process, and the organizations will improve their capability and knowledge with the time. Testing as a process consists of activities before, during and after actual testing occurs. Testing includes a range of activities that form an integral part of every stage of software life cycle. You should always try to detect and fix the defects during the initial stages of software development. Early testing and defect removal is usually much less expensive. Other than ensuring quality, you should also consider the end user point of view. For example, consider the word processor. It may have few errors in the application, but as long as a user can use it to type the documents and format them, the software is good to deliver to the end user, even though there are few errors in it. Let's understand the testing. To eliminate defects in the faulty software, it is important to understand the cause of defects. Faulty software is the result of the errors or mistakes made while designing and building the application. Most software issues can be divided into 3 categories. These categories are error, defect and failure. Let's go one by one. Error. An error or mistake is an action performed by a person that leads to an incorrect result. This could be an error made by someone using a software system, or an error made by someone in the process of designing and building the software system. Okay, let's move to defect. A defect, also known as bug or fault, which is a flaw in the system that can cause the system to fail to perform its required functions, such as incorrect statements or data definition. Let's move to failure. A failure is defined as a deviation of the component or system from its expected delivery or result. So we can divide our software issues into 3 categories. Let's continue with understanding testing concepts. Testing also involves verifying and validating the software design. Testing is done manually or by using tools with the predefined objectives. In manual testing, testers need to execute the software from the end user's standpoint. For effective manual testing, it is very important to design test cases with detailed steps to test each and every software requirements of the application. Even though manual testing is time consuming, it helps identify the maximum number of defects. Automated testing is the process of performing the testing activities with the use of automated tools. Automation testing helps in reducing the testing time, providing the accuracy in the test execution. Automation testing can also be done on previously written scripts. Therefore, manual testing should be thoroughly done at least once before using the automation tools. That's it for this session. Thank you everyone. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you all.